Sound good. Yeah.
Look at me, his own sound.
You gotta do it yourself.
He used to. It's okay. We just got money. It's all right.
Nah, it's cool. Y'all got a budget now. Y'all boy got a budget now.
Budget now?
Yeah, them boy get.
Oh, we media now.
Them boy got credentials.
Credentials.
With a capital C.
Pop it.
With a capital C. Excuse me. I'm media.
Y'all boy look real official, man.
Media coverage. Excuse me.
Come on, man.
Well, you really like Big Frank right there today. Y'all Big Frank.
Big Frank.
Slick.
But Big Frank today.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
I don't even.
Without the cursing.
Yeah, we
yeah.
What's his?
No, it's the opposite. We Big
Lapowski.
Frank with the.
Frank Lapowski.
Nah, that's buddy from Monsters.
What's his name? What's his name?
That's crazy.
I'm asking Frank Lapowski.
That's crazy. You talking about
Mike Shanowski.
All right. Mike Shanowski. All right, yes, sir. Welcome to the Untitled Podcast, man. Your favorite podcast, aka the greatest show on earth. Got my guys with me. Gonna go from what, right to left. Matter of fact, we do it this way. I'm gonna introduce my guy, introduce yours, man. I got GCO Jonesy, the one and only. You know what I'm saying? The Milwaukee Miracle.
You could leave that out.
I could. Not today.
That shit quick.
Not today.
We in here amongst everybody. You could have left that out.
You know, bro, I talked to Coach J about, the first thing he told me?
What's that?
Yeah, Ian. Milwaukee. First thing he said. Yeah, you Milwaukee's finest.
Come on, man.
And now that Drew Holiday gone.
Shout out to Cuckoo Cat.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir, man. Also, man, I'm joined by my brothers from the Podcast, man.
Sir,
you know
yes,
what
sir.
I'm
You know it. Checking in. My boy Nevatell here with me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my other guys. They couldn't be here today.
Shout out to Jay and Count. You know it.
Miles,
brother.
It's good to be back with you, my boy.
Hey, man, always a blessing, my guy.
Sir,
always
yes, sir.
a blessing,
Thank
man.
you for getting me in the room, bro.
Yes, hey, man.
What's understood?
Hey, ain't got to be explained. Yo, so we are joined by who I like to call the youngest in charge, man. Two of the top coaches in the city. You know what I mean? Familiar voices to the Untitled Podcast audience. You know what I mean? I think this is George's first time with Podcast.
Yeah, the boys don't want me on the podcast.
It's because you from Camden.
It's because I ain't from the podcast.
We done took a lot of L's to the high. Hey, man.
Something set up.
Right.
You coaching at the high and you went to Camden, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't worry, my people at Camden, they look at me kind of funny too.
No.
Yeah, you really the ops.
Funny,
like, just cross the board. Like, you got to.
I'm trying to bridge that gap, stop the violence.
There you go. I like that.
I'm trying to bridge the gap.
We all from Georgia. Bridge the gap.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Fair enough, man. So we are here, man, at probably the.
You ain't seen nothing about Kev.
It's all right, bro. It's all right, bro. Hey, listen, bro. It's cool though, man. How I'm feeling, man.
You gotta introduce
That's how I'm feeling.
Hey, listen, man. We're joined by Region Coach of the Year. You know what I'm saying? Elite 8 coach. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Part of the greatest girls high school basketball team of all time. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's real greasy for me this week, so it's cool though. It's all right, bro. I got a lot of pressure, so you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. I'm glad I'm here, but it's a lot of pressure going on.
A little motivation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My boy got the legs on swim, but the beard ain't connected.
Belt the
We still
ass.
outside.
Belt the ass. Belt the ass.
Belt that.
Cut that.
Hey, talk crazy.
He just put a do-rag on.
Yep.
He just pulled it off.
He just took the do-rag off. Just took it off.
I ain't even put the do-rag on. Fresh cut. I'm fresh out the chair. I ain't even put no do-rag on.
Do-rag on right when he got out the chair.
I ain't even washed my hair yet. You feel me?
Yeah, that boy fresh from the text.
My boy got them Muslim waves.
No, facts. That's that texturize. That's what it do for you. Keep it cool.
I ain't gonna lie though, man. We're at the first in-market arena tournament for high school. Y'all boys is a part of history for real, man. Like, how does this feel?
Tough.
Like, you played in the city, Kev. Have you ever got to experience a Civic Center game, like playing on the floor?
Man, I ain't never played in the Civic Center. I was a ball boy.
You on the court?
Never got that experience either.
Yeah, I ain't never seen it.
The only one.
Ian the only one there.
Yeah.
I didn't see Ian play on the Civic Center floor. So
Yeah.
Well, we played Civic Center, but
it's big. It's
not the same.
down.
Yeah, it's watered down by that.
It's a different vibe.
It's not beaching the high. Yeah, nah.
Man, listen. The fact that I can say I'm coaching in a arena like this, they say this is the biggest arena, like the Southeast, hold like 10,000.
Damn.
This is the world's largest arena, however it is, they said they told us that.
The Southeast?
To be able to be a alma mater like Groves High School and be playing there, man, it's kind of. I was kind of nervous to shoot around today. I don't usually get nervous, but like I had a couple butterflies. Like, boy, hey, but the lights on now.
Different environment. Yeah.
Lights on. All of us in there looking crazy. The kid looking at me crazy. I'm looking at him like, what y'all want me to do?
This is my first time.
My first time
we here together.
I ain't gotta wear no jersey.
You gotta listen. Tonight, when I tell them like, hey, bro, the lights on. What you want to do? I can't shoot for you tonight. I can't pass for you. All I can tell you is what you ain't doing, what you better do.
Lord, Sebastian Tell for a big brother, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, we here. We here.
Lights is on. The lights is on. If you see it through the fire, you know. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know.
Yeah, man. But again, how's that feel for you though? You know what I mean? Cause I think about when I walked out there, right? Like just me. I ain't even playing tonight. You know what I'm saying? I just walked out to grab, you know what I mean, somebody to come in. They playing Put On by Jeezy and all that shit. I got goosebumps, you feel me? So do you feel like that's really going to have a big effect on your players? Like how do you see the first 5 minutes of that game going for you? So like that's one thing we talked about in shoot around and in practice this week and how we want to start off. So our intensity is kind of going to make the game quick so they can get them nerves out. You know, I'm going to try to get them nerves out early so we're going to get up and down real fast. Them first couple possessions just to see where we at. And then we'll slow it down and get the rhythm of the game. I mean, it's a regular game for us. Yeah, it's Savannah shootout, but we're not approaching this as if this is no state championship because it's not. At the end of the day, you either gonna be a winner on your record or a losing game on your record. So we coming in here and we're approaching like a regular game. So yeah, it's goosebumps. Yeah, it's gonna be different feeling, but this our neighborhood. You know, most of my kids from around this area in West Savannah, so the family's coming out. So honestly, tell you the truth, I think Sydney Flags is gonna go crazy tonight. Listen, when I say that kid ain't been doing no talking today, like, and when he don't talk, he a problem. So if I see a big game for him tonight.
I've been a fan of his since, you know what I'm saying, the Elite Eight trip. You know, he was good.
He held his own.
He was good. So you know, I like Sydney, but I kind of want to switch lanes. You know, Coach G. My man's year one.
Legend.
Bringing back the tradition, you know what I'm saying, of Savannah High basketball.
Trying to.
Gotta trust the process, baby. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's real. Rome was not built in a day. But how you feel coming into this, you know what I'm saying? First year coaching, first year for a tournament like this. Like, this is huge. Yeah, how are you walking into it?
I mean, we walk into it more grateful than anything. I try to tell our kids and explain to our kids the opportunity don't come often. And y'all got opportunity tonight. And kind of what Coach saying, our kids be looking at us because we do so much for our kids just outside of basketball. They always look for us to answer, but I'm looking forward to our kids. I'm trying to sit over there like Steve Kerr and not say nothing tonight if I can. You know what I'm saying? I want our kids to own up because, like I said, I think this is going to be a good setting stage for what we're trying to do with the rest of our season. So, like I said, I tell our kids they haven't won a game that mattered to me yet. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to get off on the right foot. And I tell our kids, why not us? Why can't it be us? Because y'all Savannah High, why not? I said, the expectations are high already. Just live up to them. It's time to step in, you know what I'm saying, walk into your lanes. The good thing about our kids is most of them have had them since they've been freshmen, and now y'all are juniors. So I really want to see our kids go from boys to man here, and I think this is a great environment to do it. Kev talked a little bit about his kid, you know what I'm saying? I love Sydney's game. And I think I got a superstar over here as well.
Facts.
Makai Joyner. If he comes out and does, he did what I expect him to do against Beach, but I think that this is going to be a better game for him. If he come out here and do what I think he can do, I think y'all in for a treat tonight.
I ain't seen him play yet. Can you describe his game a little bit to the people that have never seen him play before or go see him tonight?
I'm going to describe it to you how I would describe it to anybody else. His knack for the game is crazy. He got a certain feel for the game. Some of the stuff that he do in practice, me and Dank be amazed. Like me and my assistant, we be amazed. Even Coach Jay was amazed. Coach Jay's only gave him 3 comparisons. Casey Mitchell, Tim Quarterman, Kashmir Wright.
Hey, man.
Them the only ones
He's talking league right now. He's talking league.
You know what's crazy though? It's the thing that job from a scouting point. All right, so we scouting Savannah High. You know what the scouting point say? Don't let them get going. If they get going, it's a long night.
Man, I watched that
because you can't stop him.
If he's hitting jumpers, I don't think any kid in Georgia is really rocking with that kid.
Jeez.
I watched the boy last week against Beach High School. The boy scored the first 8 points in a row. Like, came down deep tray. Wow.
And like I said, if he hitting jumpers, man, I'm not one of those.
That's his weakest attribute. You say
no.
I ain't never seen him. I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta step in and say something about Makai. I knew Makai, he's about 7th grade.
Yeah,
so I was
7th,
coaching
yeah.
Savannah Warriors. I had like the City League team, but you know how you a scout other players on other teams. So I was like, who's the dark skinned skinny kid doing all the moves behind the back, finger rolling and all that? So me being an impression of this being 14 and under, I'm thinking the kids 14. Man, at this time Makai just turned 13. So he's literally 12.
Jeez. Playing 14 under.
Our team. And our team was big.
That's tough.
He had Slim and a couple older guys, but he held his own the whole time.
Shout out Slim.
And the thing, like you said, about his jumper, I was thinking that's his stroke. And that's the thing about the kid.
Crazy.
Like, he got a stroke on him.
That's
like,
crazy.
If he get going, like, I wouldn't let him shoot.
I think, and we don't talk about attributes as much, but I think his best attribute is just his natural feel for the game. He just has
You can't teach it.
Yeah.
Like I said, you see him do stuff. The most impressive thing that I seen, like we played beach, and he did a lot of impressive stuff. But the most impressive thing to me is we was running a play, and they just lobbed the ball up to him. He palmed it in the air and tipped it in. Like he rebound when he rebounded the ball, he's palming it. Like he does. A lot of crazy stuff.
To me, his strong attribute in my mind, I think the way he see the flow, his passing,
his vision is crazy.
Because when you see a kid like,
How tall is he?
He about 6'4",
and he's still growing.
and that's why he remind me of TQ sometimes. Because when Tim used to be on the floor, Tim was the best defender on the floor because he can switch and guard multiple positions.
Right.
But when he come down, when they put Makai in that pick and roll, he's seeing passes.
6'6",
He's
bro.
seeing the pass
passes.
before the screen
Yeah.
even getting set.
Yeah.
So that would make it hard to guard because sometimes it's a blessing and a curse because these kids are sometimes not catching up with it. So not passes he throwing, it look like it's a bad pass.
Right.
But
They just
us
ain't-
being advanced hoopers, we're like,
You should have caught
I knew
that.
what
you were trying to do.
Facts.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes that can hurt him. But I would say this, that, give my boy his flowers as a first-year head coach. The way he's gotten them guys believing in him now. Being, most first-year coaches, you got to get them, you got to build your team up. And
Put in
he
your
done been
system.
with those guys 9th grade, so these guys really, they play hard for him. So right now, like, he's saying Makai, but he got Chance, he got about 7 of them right now. Like he got kids that's gonna go out there and play hard for him. So I think it make Makai game make it a lot easy for him.
And even the reference back, I ain't mean to cut you off, but that's kind of like, I want to reference back to like the Grosiers y'all had. Them same teams y'all had, Kev, y'all came from freshmen. Same, it was 8, 9, 10 of y'all deep. You know what I mean? I think you were the youngest one, but Keenan, like that was that same group mentality type thing.
I remember Keenan when his first
Keenan
varsity
Redding,
game,
right.
his sophomore year, I think was Camden, and he had like 21 or something like
Sheesh.
that. Like, Keenan was a dog. But I want to kind of switch lanes, kind of get back to what's going on tonight. Kev, you're going up against back-to-back state champion, St. Andrews. I'm about to say State Andrews, but St.
Hey, you might as well say it.
Hey,
Boys win.
hey, but a pretty good program. How do you expect to come out with a victory tonight, knowing they kind of riding the high of?
We're gonna play girls basketball.
Pop it.
So I don't really, no disrespect to Coach Abrams. He's a great coach. No disrespect to them guys over there. I think they're a really good program. But at the end of the day, again, we approach this like any other game. State champs was last year. State, like, none of that matter when you're on the floor. So we're going to play our style of basketball. We're going to play defense. We got a couple of things in the bag that I know folks not really, they ain't about to expect tonight or expect all year. Biggest thing to me as a coach have been adjusting and really seeing what's going on. So I know everybody think getting them down the floor, we fast, playing scrappy. Yeah, we can do all that, but now we got a little smart. The mental game kind of coming for these guys now. Again, like y'all said, sitting and seeing, they been with me 4 years. It's my first 4-year class that's gonna graduate. Okay. So they kind of know, what to do. And the biggest thing, they want to be remembered. So why not in the first ever Savannah Hoops Shootout? Next year this time they gonna say, boy, Groves played. So.
And to kind of mimic, go off that a little bit too for you, you know what I mean? It's constantly a battle in Savannah about private versus public. Private. So you finally got it. You know what I mean? You the first coach really got it. Is it added pressure for you to get that win? Because, I mean.
It's a must win.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Basically.
Because, we see this all the time. We hear it all the time. So
He the underdog.
Yeah.
Nah, honestly, man, that private school, public school thing, I don't really listen to it too much other than really football and being that I'm an athletic director. Man, when it comes to basketball, it don't matter where you at. Because if you got 2 or 3 hoopers at a private school, they can turn you up regardless. So, like I said, over there at St. Andrews, they got a couple kids, they got bumped. They got Zayton Edwards, little brother Zaire. They got Will, who I've been seeing them kids play since they was kids.
My little cousin Shard.
So they, what I'm saying, Jalen Shepard, so them kids gonna play great. I know they gonna run their sets. But at the end of the day, you on the west side and you gotta put your shorts on. You know what I'm saying? It's a Mike Tyson fight. This ain't Floyd Mayweather. You coming in, we swinging hard. If you take one of them hits, you either gonna lay down or you gonna keep taking them. And at the end of the night, you feel me? We gonna keep swinging. You know, time the night over with, man. We gonna.
And speaking to motivation for George, kind of same thing for you, because right now, we had you on before the season, right? We had a lot of conversation, and so far, you living up to everything you said. You sat down, you told me, you looked me in my face, and you said, hey, they're going to be leaving that game against Beach early. You said that. We put the clip out. I'll being messy.
Yeah,
I wanted everybody to see it. You said a lot. You said a lot. Yeah, you said a lot that episode. I said, nah.
You got that man in trouble.
Yeah, well, I did it because George is my guy.
Yeah.
I know he would want me to put that out.
Yeah,
My eyebrows raising.
And he stood on business, though.
Yeah, he stood on business. You know what I'm saying?
10 toes.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
so-
you let me tell it, man. I thought we had a bad game for real, but I guess that's just the coach of me looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Hindsight 2020, never trying to get satisfied. But even like I tell our kids, man, we still ain't done nothing.
Yeah.
Like on our kids' lockers, you can see right now the last 6 times we played Johnson. The last 6 times we played Johnson done gave it to us.
Jeez.
Maine and them freshman year, they got beat by 51.
Yeah.
So our kids have an added sense of entitlement, sense of pride, man. I'm also trying to get everybody to understand the reason why, you know what I'm saying, Booby, my guy, put those out is because I don't do a lot of trash talking. Like I said, basketball is a game I love just like any other sport because you can talk it, but you got to talk it and play it.
Facts.
Like I say, some of the best can talk and play. Like I tell my kids now, if you can't talk and play, you need to do one or the other. Ain't no in between. So you for sure got to get it in. But like Kevin said, man, everybody put on their shorts the same way. But I think this is gonna be one of those showdowns. Everybody's calling it the best game of the year, X, Y, and Z, man. Let me tell you, it's just another game on our schedule.
Yeah.
Like you said, you can either have a win or you can have a loss, man. I ain't gonna talk.
I thought he was about to. I thought he was on one. I thought he was on one. I thought he was on one.
I ain't gonna be on one today just for the simple fact, man, that I got to get our guys to understand that you can be on one afterwards.
Yeah.
Facts.
Afterwards, you can be on one. You know what I'm saying? Business comes first. So I'm trying to get our kids to take that type of mentality.
Me and Joy talked about that, man. I think this opportunity, we more grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, you know, because everybody been calling about St. Andrews, and let's like been calling him. Me and him sat on the phone after the game last week when he played Beach. And this is kind of one of them things like, we let the play talk. Let the fans do all the talking. Because, I mean, you know, I just think I don't want to get it too deep to the point where it's so much conversation going on that's taken away from the game.
Yeah.
So I think right now, me and him both been just talking about how grateful. You know what I'm saying? We kind of treating it like this.
I do want everybody to understand. I do want everybody to really get what's going on now. All right, y'all was saying X, Y, and Z about Beach. We got them boys up out of here now. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure.
That's the George I'm looking for. What else?
I just want to make sure.
What else,
I just want to make
George?
sure that that's known now.
Yeah.
And until if we continue to do what I expect our kids to do, man, little by little, I think we're gonna knock off the same people think we can't knock off. Because we've been hearing all the greasy talk.
Yeah.
We've been hearing all that X, Y, and Z. Like I say, we gonna see. That's why I tell everybody, we gonna see. We gonna see.
That boy said we come back on the podcast Sunday because I know his next game. You feel me? I don't know who he play next though, but you know what I'm saying.
We're gonna talk about that.
Those all. Yeah.
I always say, as the old saying says, man, to be the man, you have to beat the man.
And that's what we want to do.
You do?
Right now, Johnson the man. And 3A Johnson grows.
No. Don't say gross. Keep it at Johnson's the people.
I gotta say.
Kev like being the underdog.
He like the underdog.
But all those 3A schools, and they have very, very historic programs. They're very, very good at what they do. Coach Kev, Coach Chuck, Coach Simon. I mean, 3A basketball runs through them. So I'm getting a chance to play 3 of the top 3A teams in the state. So I think it does nothing but help us to get to where we want to go. Because at the end of the day, our ultimate goal is a region championship and then the state championship.
All right, sharp at 9.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's competitive nature, man. But like I said, we've been hearing all the talk. I've been hearing the Johnson chatter. I've been hearing it. We gonna see what's going on. That's all I'm saying. We gonna see what's going on.
One thing I did want to get to, and that's what you is. You know what I mean? You played in a lot of these games, right? You played at a high. You lost one home game in 4 years.
Yeah, between 99 and 03, we lost to Bradwell my senior year, and
You went to school in '99.
It's like
that's crazy.
That was my freshman year. 2000 actually my freshman. So
Yeah.
So
2000.
Wow.
The thing about
What album dropped when you was a freshman? That was the Blueprint.
That's what we doing.
That's
That's one of my favorite albums.
I know. See, I know, bro. I know.
But this game that like they about to play, this feeling when they get out their bed, like that first meal, you know what I mean? All of it full circles about you about to play in this Civic Center. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean not the Civic Center, but like you know back then, you know the MR. Yep. And it's like you don't really get to understand like the pressure. You don't understand none of that until you get inside the arena.
Facts.
Them girls game, well for us the girls game, other thing you just see the people piling in, and I think the thing that got to me, like me transferring, like my shit coming from Milwaukee and playing my first game of playing in 3,000 people, you know what I mean? So I'm in the locker room and you could hear the rumblings, you hear the cheering.
Everybody on top of the locker room, under the bleachers.
Right. So now you know you're getting mental, you're in your headphones, and so
sweating.
your palm sweating. He called it your palm sweating. So it's like you getting to the point, and it's like when you come out that little hole and your school, you hear that roar, and you just running out behind your teammates, and you just looking like, oh shit.
So y'all ain't had the booty boot. Y'all ain't that ain't dropped yet. So when the dream came about.
The dream came.
Oh, so you were doing the dream.
Yeah, we was doing the dream. So we'll have to like do that. You know, we'll creep up and we'll do the dream, and you know we'll holler at booty. You know we'll get everything.
George, you
going.
bring it back, George. You gonna bring it back? You gonna get boy bring it back?
Y'all
bring it back.
I know word for word still.
It'll be perfect.
Listen, boy, I ain't gonna front. Hey, I hear them boys do that, boy. Y'all gonna see me in my grown shit. What? Me too.
Hey, I told you, I'm down on the floor too.
I'm gonna tell a funny story. I swear.
I got a funny story, bro. KC was still in high school at this point.
Casey who?
Casey Mitchell. Shout out to C. Bruh, this was the year they had C, both of the Wahlberg brothers, boxer, you know what I'm saying? Squad. I want to say this was Cam, 11th grade. Girls still had Al Jean, Turkey.
Oh, that
Shout out
team?
to Turk.
Oh, so that So we talking about them senior year?
I want to say it was they senior. Al
So
Jean
that's
senior.
Gene, that's Scott Reed, that's Turk, that's Cam,
Man,
that's
listen.
Speedy a sophomore.
Yeah. Speedy a sophomore.
JJ a sophomore.
Yeah, JJ a sophomore. That's
Screw.
Screw's there.
Nigel, Ace, all them boys, 10th grade, 9th grade.
Yeah. So listen. Them boys, the High came in. I want to say the High was on like a 9-10 game winning streak. The High wasn't losing the shit. Like,
I know game.
I remember this game.
Listen, they come in the grooves, bro.
Yeah.
I'm right. They on the floor, but the gym deep now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I'm a child.
Upstairs,
But I love
downstairs.
Savannah High basketball, boy. So I'm on the floor when they doing booty. I'm
trainer.
with them, boys. You know what I'm saying?
We have a trainer.
I'm right there with them. Brother, listen. Game going on. Probably about second quarter, like 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
Cam go to half court and just hold the ball.
Yep.
And brother, this was the game from 5 minutes into the second quarter until probably about 4 minutes left in the fourth.
I know
That's when
you
they
lying.
started back playing.
Nah, real shit. That final score was probably like 35 to 36.
That's
In the crib, and I still remember.
Bring back the shot clock.
Because the winning shit was, I remember that game. I was at the game sitting on the phone. Matter of fact, when Cam was holding the ball, bro, we was sitting all of us in the front row talking to Cam during the game.
Yeah.
I like, bro, you ain't gonna pass it? Nah, fuck that shit. Tell them boy come out that zone.
And listen, the High was in their zone. Boy, standing at the free throw line doing this shit like
That's
cool.
crazy.
But they on some shit like, boy, we about to win this game. I don't
They
give a
up.
damn, because they always whoop
That's our
girls'
shit.
ass.
You can't beat us at our shit. It's our
Exactly.
shit. Like, okay, you want to play that game? Oh, well, we practice this all day in practice.
And one thing
Nice.
I remember about that game, like you said, is like I remember the environment, right? So I remember when the High came out doing all that shit, all you hear in the crowd, boo.
Come on,
like
man.
that shit different. You don't really get that no more.
No
in the
more.
city.
Get what though?
But back then, if you was coming into any gym, you know,
Miles
Rose,
in. What
Johnson,
happened? What happened when I played Wednesday 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Oh, we handle that for you.
You remember
That's a whole
that?
game for you.
Hey, remember that?
You got a whole game.
What Tremaine said? Hey, Tremaine, hold that ball. Hold that ball, Trey.
I'm smart.
Come out there, bring Deontay up out that zone now.
Yeah,
Go.
Crazy.
Shout out to Gerald on the dunk, man.
Yes, sir.
Sealed the
Hey,
deal.
my boy, to pick 2 more offers, man. My boy doing
That
big
boy
things.
took over
Okay.
big things, man.
Shout out to Gerald.
Hey, I got one more question for you, George. Like being on that east side and being on, like, you know what I mean? This is probably one of the hardest areas in the city. We can't admit that. You know what I mean? You getting these kids that's coming from some of the hardest areas in the city. So how does your influence and what you embody and your beliefs kind of like reflect on them and kind of curve their mental a little bit?
I try to tell my kids all the time, don't be upset with your situation. Just work to get out of it.
Right.
So all of our kids, like I said, I wasn't no hood kid. I grew up in the suburbs for the most part, but I have family in the hood, X, Y, and Z. So I know a hood lifestyle compared to a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're definitely sure. It's been plenty of nights when my mama and my pops, they dropped me off in the hood, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think that it gives our kids an extra edge. And like I said, it's a pride thing now with ours. I'm telling them, y'all have a chance to change y'all lives, bro. And it ain't just with basketball. I'm on my kid. I be on my kids' grades. On top of that, I actually you'll see tonight, I got 2 kids not dressing because of their grades. Like I ain't.
Pop it.
I'll lose a game. It don't matter. But I'm not playing about that because they have to understand basketball ain't gonna get you out of your situation. Your mind is gonna get you out of your situation. So I'm really tough on them. I'm really hard on them. But I ain't gonna lie to you. We need a biopic of everything that I've had to deal with just this far. Like I said, I've lost a kid. You know what I'm saying? I've lost one kid for gun violence. You know what I'm saying? I've lost another kid for, you know what I'm saying, getting in some altercations with people that I don't want around.
Right.
That I don't want around. That I don't want around the rest of the boys. So I lost a 6'5" kid and I lost another kid that I think will really, really help us. But at the end of the day, man, you got to sacrifice one to save a lot. And it ain't just going to ever be about basketball. That's one of the biggest things Coach Jay, like, prepped me and taught me. Like, his relationships kept everybody around. Like, Coach Jay did a lot of X and O's. If y'all know Coach Jay, like I know Coach Jay, when I walked in coaching off rip, I was an X and O guy. Like he always had great assistants, man, but them relationships will carry you further. So I just try to tell our kids all the time that we love them, we appreciate them, anything they need for us to do. The way I look at it is I ain't got no children right now, but I have children.
Right.
All of them are my.
That's big.
All of them
That's
are my. I treat them like my sons. If I had a son or my nephew, I try to give them in every aspect. I try to be their best friend, their coach, their uncle, their cousin. You know what I'm saying? Anything you need. So that's why I think sometimes, and you'll see it like when we going back, you'll see me and my kids going back and forth because I want you to express how you feel. Because me as a player, that's how I was. And I'm a player coach. So, man, I be telling my kids all the time, you'll see me over there. Y'all gonna see tonight. They'll look over me, what you want to run? No, what you want to run? I ain't playing.
Right.
And like I said, we just built our relationship because I trust them, you know what I'm saying? And they trust me. So I think that's the biggest thing with our kids, just being a relationship based, man.
Yeah,
True.
And I seen the way you treat your nephew. Don't treat them kids like that.
Oh yeah,
I seen the video.
Hey, my nephew a different breed though, man. These COVID babies different for real.
About to say, Kev, you already know we ain't gonna hold you up too much longer. I know you gotta lock in and focus. So you know what I'm saying. Next week, see you two guys. You know what I'm saying. What y'all expect for next week, man? How you coming into
the big
it, you know
matchup?
what I'm saying?
Man, it's another game. Like I said, okay.
Nah.
Listen. Hold on. I'm about to talk a little bit. So listen. Let me tell you why. It's another game, but it's a little. Let me tell you why it's a little. It's a little personal, only because not only this my brother, but I got a nephew play for the High, and it's just a lot of chitter chatter going on amongst them. But it's a little different. It's kind of like a friendly chitter chatter.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't really. It's gonna be a good game. I mean, you feel me?
Hey,
I mean,
might ruffle a little feathers.
Man,
hey, I know what they
Give
said.
me a preview of the pregame speech.
I know what they said over there on Pennsylvania Avenue, but I know what we said over there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, over there around the way. So we just gonna, we gonna get through the night first, man. Y'all holler at me about that game Sunday.
Yeah, one game at a time, man.
one game at a time.
Hey,
man,
but I can tell you, our kids, and Kev know, because like I said, our kids, if there would be nowhere else our kids could play in the city, I would have no problem with them going to play at Groves. You know what I mean? Like, we're not like that.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where, like, our kids are getting older, so they're starting to understand. Like, Kev know, bro. Our kids will see Kev now and be like, oh, nah. You remember when you beat the fuck out of us?
They be stressing that.
I don't even say nothing.
Listen,
You remember you swallowed the shit out of me
listen, Sean walked to me on the sideline. They was up 7, and Sean said, "Oh, remember y'all beat my ass? I'm here. It ain't happening again." I said, "Sean, the second quarter. Fuck that. I don't care."
Nah, real shit. I remember, and when y'all boy played last year, I remember cuz that shit. Nah, fuck that. They gonna be about 20 last year. Fuck that shit.
And like I said, it don't be me, but the good thing about it is, man, that's how a nephew will go out their uncle on some competitive shit. You know
And that's really kind of how it is. Like it's like I'm the uncle to them.
Yeah, they want to go. Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm big now.
And like I said, we know our game ain't gonna be the same game as everybody else's game in the city. That's legit East versus West Side, you know what I mean?
Right.
And me not being from Savannah, like me stepping into the realm and seeing what it really is. Like I said, beach in Savannah High was kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
You'll see me in the beginning of the game. I'm just sitting there with a towel over my head, like, what the fuck is going on in here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But I think that's gonna be another big game just for our programs in general. And then I think another big thing that we're both trying to do is we can show you that we can be competitive and still have peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The young guys don't got that. The young guys get confrontation now. Young kids now all they want to do is shoot, fight,
Call of Duty.
make it be a thing. You know what I'm saying? But we trying to help.
trying to
bridge
have
that
it,
gap and
make it
show 'em,
competitive and still be like,
you gonna see me over there. I'm gonna be over there cussing Kev or cussing that.
We gonna go back and forth at each other. Get out that 3, get out that 1, 2, 1, 1.
Man, I
You got the
tell
coach's box.
Man, I tell, yeah.
I'm gonna be off that coach's box.
Look, bro, you got the coach's box.
Man, listen, one of my favorite things to do is watching y'all two coach, because y'all my guys. So y'all coaching against each other, I be conflicted watching like, damn, like.
And I'm gonna cut in on that because it's like, bro,
what side you sit on?
Come on, you know side I'm sitting.
Hey,
It ain't too conflicted in my boy. You know
But
you
you know,
right.
but who get me in the gym?
I don't have a gym. He got to.
Look at your
Hey, I understand. Hey, you right.
Listen. Now, Kev gonna get me on the list, but
Oh, on the list, my boy, you got your own seat next to you. You got your own seat, my boy.
George gonna make sure I'm in that gym, no matter what's going on. I'm in that gym. I'm coming through the side, no matter what.
I'm gonna say
Say no more. Hey,
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Man, y'all wanna come to the game?
Hey,
before I wrap up,
I'm bring my media
I'm
pass.
gonna let you go.
Yeah, you go ahead, bro.
I'm about to say before we wrap up, man, I just want to tell y'all boys, y'all doing an amazing job.
Definitely proud. Definitely proud.
Athletic, from head coach to athletic directors, you feel me? Like that is huge. You guys are inspiring the youth. You're inspiring me. You feel me? Y'all just don't know what y'all doing. You feel me? And I gotta give y'all a huge salute because y'all bringing like, bro, y'all we around the same age. You feel me? And we used to coaches being 40,
older,
like you know what I'm saying, coaching us. So it's like, bro, y'all can relate to the kids very well. You feel me? Y'all fall right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Adults love y'all, the kids gonna love y'all, everybody gonna love y'all. So keep doing what y'all doing, man. I'm extremely proud, the city proud. I'm gonna give y'all flowers right there.
Appreciate it.
And that's another thing I wanted to kind of embark with you and George with Kev. Like in the last, I want to say 5 years, we have seen a rotating, you know what I mean, revolving door of coaches that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
I've been in this city for the longest. Coach Jordan, you know what I mean? You have certain coaches over there. Coach Dougie. It's just the same, you know what I mean,
name.
coaches, you know what I mean? Coach Gordon. You see what I'm saying? So these are, you know what I mean, these same coaches who coach me from literally a child.
Coach Cyrus.
You know what I mean? To I'm playing for these coaches. I'm leaving these coaches still here. Now to the point where goddamn all y'all boys, you know, y'all coming in slick replacing all of them. So how do y'all feel as just like how do y'all feel? I call y'all like it's like new Savannah. Y'all like the new era of Coach Savannah. New Savannah. So how do y'all feel about, you know, in that aspect?
Well, I first off, I appreciate ever since I've came to Savannah from Camden, like I got adopted in. Like there's not a lot of places I can't go where I know somebody or we, you know what I'm saying. It's a misconception. Like people think Savannah is just grimy, bro. There's some very, very great people in the city, bro. It really is from all over. So they've accepted me, man, and I'm appreciative of it. And like I said, it means a lot just to me for me being accepted because, you know, it's people hating that I got the job. I can't do
gonna
the
be
job,
that anyway.
X, Y, and Z. But like I said, there's so many other people that have been supportive. Like if I could just show y'all everybody from Savannah that's just thankful that I got the job in X, Y, and Z, man. Like I said, it shows the support, not just the negative, man. We got to stop highlighting the negative stuff and start highlighting all the positives.
Facts.
Not from us just being African Americans, but just from us being people in general. Like it's a very, very positive thing. Like I said, I think me replacing who is probably, in my opinion now, the greatest coach in Savannah, you know what I'm saying? He got a Hall of Fame resume. I actually just put him in some Hall of Fame stuff with Coach Jordan. Me being replacing him, I fully understand that I will never be Coach J, and there will never be another Coach J. I'm only trying to be George Brown in the lane in the area I got. You know what I'm saying? My kid's liking it right now, so as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, I appreciate them folks. I appreciate Coach Jordan and Coach Gordon and Coach Dougie. Yeah. I appreciate them guys being under.
Keep going.
I was a ball boy at one point for Beach at one point. You know, my Uncle Cyrus had the Savannah Jazz, so I appreciate him. You know,
set the foundation.
But
you know.
Yeah. All right, man.
I appreciate them boys, man. I appreciate what they done did for basketball, what they did for me. But hey, handing out L's, all them old niggas.
Ooh. Okay.
Besides Coach Jordan, we won.
Lie again. Ain't no that saying. Hey, but get what though? Hey, I'm probably one of the only people in the state of Georgia with a winning record against Coach Jordan. Hey, I got that.
I'm about to say,
y'all did cheat that game too, George.
Any final remarks?
I was there.
Any final remarks from y'all boys for game time?
Yeah, man, y'all pull up, man. 6 o'clock first one, man. First game. Then y'all come check out the game of the year, Johnson versus Savannah High.
Yes, sir.
Man, make sure y'all pull up, and aside that, make sure y'all tap into these podcasts, man. There's a lot of great stuff going on. I know I ain't been on the podcast yet. Them boys gonna get me on there, man. But podcast Untitled, like, they are really branching off and giving a great avenue for us to just speak and tell our truths. And like I said, these unbiased truths, y'all getting it raw and
right to the source. Yep.
So we really appreciate them. Like I said, expecting to get grower. It should be getting bigger and bigger. Y'all don't be doing no hating. If you want to start a podcast, start one or collaborate. You see how these men got together in the same room, you feel me? It ain't no hating going on. Everybody trying to
walk in the grocery store with different kinds of bread. You pick which one you want.
Kevin, that's enough.
I'm out.
That's enough. But
But
nah, we appreciate it for real, man. I appreciate y'all boys having me on,
Yes,
man.
sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Always.
This has been the Untitled Podcast.
Untitled
Young
Podcast.
Sip, Ian, Nevatell, Big Booby. We'll be back with another one real soon, baby. Holla at us.
Sir, already.